Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining me in today's daily market review. It's the beginning of a new trading week. It's the 15th of February, 2021, and this is Mohanad Yaoud, Head of Market Research at CJC Markets in the MENA region. As usual, we'll have a quick look on the markets to know what we are expecting through the day, what actually happened in the first Asian session through the week, what is pushing the pound dollar higher. We'll discuss all of this, so please stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone, and let's start by having a quick look on the US dollar index, which is basically still bearish. We did have this move to the downside. We expected a break below this upward trend line of the rising wedge. We are basically trading lower since this breakout. We did have an upward correction, which ended below even reaching 90.96 on the US dollar index. So what we are expecting through the day is a break to the downside below this lowest low through the sideways range of 90.25 points. As soon as we break below this, we stay below this, or we trade below this level of 90.25, we will be bearish through the day on the dollar index. However, we need to stay trading below 90.49. So as long as we are trading below 90.49 with a break below 90.25, we are bearish on the dollar index. Any break above 90.49, we will be bullish on the dollar index through the day. But this is the least or the lower probable scenario in my point. It's either we are going to break below, or maybe in the worst case scenario we'll be trading in a sideways range before a break to the downside, and this is what we are expecting on the US dollar index. On the euro dollar, let us have a look on the 4-hour time frame. We're still moving in an upward trend after also breaking to the upside from the downward wedge. Again, we're having a sideways correction. What we are looking for during the day is a confirmed break above this high of 1.2150, or a break below this level of 1.2113. The same scenario exactly on the US dollar index, however on the opposite side. If we did manage to break below this one, we are bearish through the day. The more probable one is a break above 1.2150 to continue the move to the upside and target 1.2190. In case we didn't have an either breakout in either direction, we might be trading in a sideways range between those two key levels, and we will be waiting for a breakout in the upward or the breakout to the upward level so we can initiate our long position. Let's have another look on the pound dollar, which is basically doing a great and a brilliant job since the end of the last week. We did see this upward move on Friday. It had a very minor correction at the beginning of this trading week, and during the Asian session we've managed to gain an extra 55 points on the pound dollar, a very strong move to the upside. We did say before, and we did highlight, that the upward trend on the pound dollar is a very weak one. However, right now we are having a more powerful move to the upside with a stronger momentum, so we are expecting a continued move on the upside on the pound dollar. What we will be waiting for through the day, this is the last correction that we had, and this is the lowest low through the correction. As long as we are trading above 1.3845, we are still bullish on the pound dollar. We might have an extended correction to the downside, which might extend in something like this. This is totally fine as long as we are above this level of 1.3845. We are on the green zone regarding the pound dollar. Any break below, we will be bearish on the pound dollar on the very short term, and that's for the pound dollar. Regarding the Australian dollar versus the US dollar, we are still basically moving on a brilliant move to the upside. What we are waiting for today is a break above 0.7820. That's the move that we are waiting for. It's not so far away, around 40 points. As soon as we break above this level of 0.7820, we will be bullish on the Australian dollar through the day. What we might expect or what we might see through the day is basically something like this. You know, like it might show some respect to this level of 0.7820 before breaking to the upside. However, we will be waiting for this pair above 0.7820 to initiate our longs and to target more extended gains to the upside. On the gold trading, we basically had this brilliant break to the downside below 1832.28, which was the key level that we highlighted during the previous whole week. We had the move to the downside, a brilliant retest to the upside, which so far fails to take the gold above this level one more time. So we are still bearish on gold trading during the day. As soon as we create a lower low, this is the key level that we are looking for during the day, which is basically currently trading around during at the moment, which is roughly around 1816 by maximum, or $1816.50. As soon as we have a lower low, we will be again bearish on gold trading to target $1,800, and that's for the gold trading during the day. Of course, any rise above 1832.28, which is our key level, we will be negating this negative scenario on the gold trading and will be bullish on the very short term, and that's for the gold trading. Let me have a look on the US oil, which is another move, a brilliant one to the upside. We did have our target during the past whole week at around 59.61 exactly, and the weekly candle close for the past week was exactly around 59.61. It just hit our target and it ended the weekly trading. By the beginning of this new week, we did have this brilliant move to the upside, this upward gap, and basically after a strong move, another gap that we are having. This is a running gap. It indicates more actually bullish buying or more bullish pressure to the upside. So our key level for the day should be this one, 59.36. We might have a correction to this level, and that's totally fine as long as we trade above this level 59.36. We're still bullish on oil trading to target more gains to the upside, and our next target should be, let me check on the 4-hour time frame, the daily time frame. The next target should be on 65.62. That should be on the medium term. However, we're having a strong move to the upside, a brilliant uptrend. So we will just wait for the corrections, go long, and we are basically trend followers. So that's what we are expecting on the US oil through the day. Regarding the Dow Jones Average or the Dow Jones Index, we did have this sideways move that we did highlight during the past week. We mentioned that if we broke to the upside above 31,548, we will be bullish. Any break below 31,217, we will be bearish. By the beginning of the week, we did have this brilliant move to the upside. However, till now it shows that this break is not on supported strong momentum. We're having this negative divergence here. Prices are making higher highs, but the momentum is not so strong at the moment. So we are not so bullish on the Dow Jones for today. We might be expecting a retest to those levels, and we will be deciding whether we will be trading below 31,465 one more time. So this should be a false breakout, or if we basically did respect this level, we'll be continuing the move to the upside. So this is the gap that we are looking for during the day. I do believe that prices should fill the gap during the day, and we will be deciding whether it shows respect to this level and started going up one more time, we will be bullish, or if not, and it basically declined below 31,465, we would be bearish one more time on the Dow Jones through the day. So that was all for today's video. Thank you very much for following up with me on the daily market review. Remember, today is a holiday in the US markets for the President's Day. We are expecting weaker than usual liquidity in the markets, which might expect to larger moves or unexpected moves during the day. So please follow the money management rules. Don't risk too much for the day. We'll see. We'll catch up tomorrow. And that was all for today. Have a lovely day and stay safe.
CJC Markets is a leading global financial institution that has granted a derivatives issuer license issued by the Financial Markets Authority New Zealand. CJC Markets has a wide range of products, latest technology platform, and eminent customer service. CJC Markets offers superior execution, competitive spreads, and low transaction costs. CJC Markets. Smart trading, smart life.